There are growing calls for conspiracy theorist Alex Jones to be arrested for threatening comments that he made about President-elect Joe Biden over the weekend at this supposed Million MAGA rally in D.C., which fell just a little bit short of 1 million people. And Alex Jones talked about removing Joe Biden one way or another. That was the language he used. Take a look. And it's in the midst of this absolutely unhinged rant. I understand the video quality is not good in this clip. It's actually atrocious. This is the best we were able to find. Take a look.
We will never back down to the satanic, pedophile, globalist, New World Order and their walking dead, reanimated corpse, Joe Biden. And we will never recognize him. President Trump had zero connection to Russians, no proof, 4 years of investigation. With the Bidens, it's open and shut. So I don't know who's going to the White House in 38 days, but I sure know this. Joe Biden is a globalist, and Joe Biden will be removed one way or another.
Now, one way or another suggests violence. It alludes to assassination, given that Joe Biden won and states certified the wins and the electors voted and that Joe Biden will be sworn in on January 20th. And the scariest thing about all of this is that someone as prominent as Alex Jones ranting like this is bad enough. But Alex Jones is doing the rant in front of exactly the type of crowd that might actually get some ideas from hearing Alex Jones say this stuff. And that really gets into the bulk of the issue that I want to confront, we have to confront, and I'm not exactly sure how. Alex Jones' lawyers have previously said in court that he's playing a character on his show. Now, that's a very common legal defense for these types. When they say insane things, they will say it's a character. But that video clip I played for you is not from a show. It's a political rally. It's a political event. And Alex Jones is still saying these things. But fair enough. Maybe simply saying it in these terms, we have to remove Joe Biden one way or another. Maybe he doesn't mean violence. Maybe he means impeachment or something. Maybe it doesn't rise to anything beyond mere political opinion. But it's not just that this is a crowd that might fall for it and do something thanks to Alex Jones without diagnosing anyone. If you watch Alex Jones and think he's a journalist or someone giving you good information, like I know people who watch him as mere entertainment, sort of like shock value or disaster porn. Okay. But if you watch Alex Jones and think you're getting information from a journalist and that maybe that's information that you could act on, you probably have some issues yourself. And I'm not vaguely throwing around the term mentally ill, and I know that it would be fraught to do that. But I think that we can all understand that the people most likely to see Alex Jones rants as a source of news and take them to heart are people that he is exploiting who have very real issues of different kinds. Let's put it that way without diagnosing anything. And so the question of how far playing a character goes is a real practical, a serviceable question. Jones' lawyer stated on the record that Jones is playing a character and is a performance artist, and argued that you can't judge Alex Jones based on what he says on his show, that it would be like judging Jack Nicholson when he played the Joker in Batman, which, by the way, was the first movie I saw when I moved to the U.S. Back in 1989, 1990. But way more people know when they watch Batman and they see the Joker, they know it's fiction. They know these are actors. The people who would hear Alex Jones and think, okay, he's sort of a news guy in some way, they are really doing something that is a much more precarious situation. Batman and Joker are obvious characters. Alex Jones is acting like a real person who's acting under his own name. And that's why the legal argument that his lawyers made falls apart. But it doesn't matter because he's still influencing people's behavior. I actually believe the better analogy is pro wrestling, where wrestlers sometimes wrestle under their real names and are performing in a way that's intended to get people to suspend disbelief. It sort of looks like real wrestling. And case in point, if a pro wrestler, whether in character or not, made a threat to an elected official, I think the Secret Service would immediately act on it to see if it's a real threat. So this is very, very low. And we really have a perfect storm here. We have Trump insisting it was rigged, OAN and Newsmax supporting it and giving oxygen to these ideas, and people like Alex Jones and the MyPillow guy, Mike Lindell, and others fueling the fire. And it could get very ugly very quickly. A lot of the shirts you see me wearing on YouTube are actually made by a company called Teddy Stratford. I love these shirts, and that's why I asked them to be a sponsor of the show. It really is the most innovative shirt you can buy, because most slim fit button-up shirts give you this weird stretched out gap in the chest where the buttons are. You don't get that with the Teddy Stratford shirts, because all of their shirts come with a patented zipper hidden beneath the buttons, which prevents the chest from stretching apart like that. But most importantly, just overall, it makes the shirt fit much better and look better. The carefully designed shirt is also cut in a way that improves the look of your upper body physique. It has a really nice, elegant, close fit that other shirts don't really give you. It also has a specially designed collar that won't fall down and lay flat, which I love. The difference all around with these shirts really is noticeable. Go check them out at davidpakman.com/Teddy. The link is down below, and they'll give you 15% off your first order if you use the coupon code PAKMAN at checkout.